Hey, sweet Polly, good to see you. Did you get a look at my shirt? AV good? Or do I need to add some lighting here? Jesus. It's better. Sweet Polly's in. First one in. Hey, Jody P, good to see you. Want to get some more people in. I'm going to show you guys one of my birthday gifts that my mom sent me. I'm wearing it. Linda Worth, good to see you. Somebody said, hey, I don't see Cecil. Somebody said, hi, Cecil, and I don't see Cecil on here. Uncle Smiley, let me ask you guys something. This background I got kicking, is that distracting? Does it bother you? Hey, Cheryl. Somebody said hello to you over at Ron's live stream there, and I said, hey, Cheryl, I didn't see you. Hey, Redneck, if you want me to call you Joey, just tell me which one. Cecil's up at the top. I don't have on my end, it's not showing that. I'll even overlay it. But you're in. That's all that matters. Good to see you, buddy. Jody P likes the background. Sweet Boy says it makes me jealous. What makes you jealous? The background? Got a really good subject to talk about tonight. Really good. And if you guys seen the title and a thumbnail, you already know what that is. And I certainly would like your guys' input on it. I was listening to a message from Jose Joy of Fish Keeping, but I had to stop short because my live was starting. But very interesting what you guys think on this subject, because I was going back and forth with a guy for the last couple of days under a video from the Cichlid Charmer about this subject, and that is, do fish have emotion? He was trying to tell me they do not have the part of the brain that allows emotion. And although that is true, and believe me, I've been researching this for over 2 years. I have done a video on it prior. Bob Bravo is there. He saw me going back and forth with this guy. And along with keeping fish and having common sense, I believe fish have emotion. They might not have the actual mammalian part of the brain that is directly related with emotion. But however, they have structures in their brain that are very similar to the mammalian brain that does have to do with emotion. If fish didn't have emotion, they'd be robots in your aquarium. They wouldn't get excited and go to the tank when they see you for food. They wouldn't spook. They wouldn't have fear. All these, anything that's a reaction, all these are emotions. So how can you say fish don't have emotion? Oh, let's see. Dang. Bob Rover says, when my blood parrots lay eggs, there's all kinds of emotions in my tank. Exactly. You lay eggs, you get more aggression, right? That's an emotion. The background makes me jealous. I'd love to have a fish room like that. Oh, my. I can do this. I recently moved my streaming area over here, so get a little bit different view. My lights are, of course, out, though. But I thank you for the kind words. I'm getting some more people in here. I'm going to show you guys my Christmas present. One of my Christmas presents from my mom. I'm wearing it. Joey, come on over. Sleeper, Cecil, we got to take it on night bot. Oh, that was supposed to. The Nightbot's putting in another channel. If you haven't already, click that link and sub to it. It is the Aquatic News Network. It is a culmination of me, Tommy, Silver Creek Aquatics, and Jim over at Happy Place Aquatics. You may have seen some of the videos we've done so far. But I think it's going to do real good. It's up and coming, and we're doing a lot of cool things over there. It's education, it's comedy, and it's in a news forecast form. And as we go, things are going to get better. So, Nightbot, put that link in there. Click on it if you guys could and you want to. Don't have to if you don't want to. Sub to it. I think you're going to enjoy the content we're putting out over there. So let me show you my shirt real quick. What do you guys think of that? I like it. I can do this for some more background action. Sweet Polly says, Jody P, I took the advice you and Jose and Jesse gave me and posted some shorts on my channel. Not a lot of content, but it's a start. Oh, yeah, Sweet Polly. And some people nowadays, their whole channel is based on shorts. Let's be honest. People nowadays have short attention spans. They love the shorts feed. They're scrolling through shorts all day long. Shorts definitely work. They should bring you in the subs. But I think to be a well-rounded YouTube channel, you need to do it all. Shorts, long form content, which is your videos, live streams, and community posts. If you do it all, it only makes your channel look better and better. But you don't have to. Some people don't, like I say. Some people used to do it all and then went to shorts because it's just doing better for them and it's easier to do. Jody P likes the shirt. Appreciate it. I was having a good time over there with Jeff and Ron on their live stream. I always enjoy those guys. They're fun. And actually, I had Tommy clip the short on that last episode 3 video he did just at the end. If you do it, you might see me in my underwear. I'm just saying. Sweet Polly says, I kind of like making videos, but I'm not sure I want to be in front of the camera. I like making videos too. I enjoy making them and editing. Hey, 186, good to see you, buddy. And you don't have to be in them if you don't want to. Lots of people don't. You can make videos off the camera. You can even do live streams, and you don't have to have your face on there. You can just go like this, and you can talk, and this is what you see. Whatever you pick as your logo there will be shown, and you can talk and be on a live stream without showing it. Or you can even have other cameras set up to just show your aquariums while you talk. But Jody P was also shy and didn't want to be in front of the camera, and it did not take long. Now she's a live stream connoisseur. Yeah, and any moderators in here, feel free to share anybody's links like Sweet Polly so people can easily go to it and sub. And let's support each other. That's what we're about. You have a face for radio. I got you. So let's get into tonight's subject. I don't want to go too long because I do have to be off at 8 o'clock. And that is what I already touched on a little bit. Do fish have emotions? I want everybody in chat right now to tell me what your take is on this. Do you think fish have emotions? Do they feel happy, sad? Do they show fear? Do they show excitement? Because the conversation I was having with the fella, and I'll bring up, here's his comment. I got his comment up here. I kept his name out of it, but here's his comment. He says, now, before I show this, Well, I'll show it. Humanizing a fish is a bad analogy. Fish don't get happy or sad. They know if they're hungry or if they are in pain or if they want to reproduce. They don't have the part of the brain to feel depressed. That being said, Oscars can reach 15 to 18 inches, but it takes forever. So a 75 is okay for one for quite a while, but not for life. Now, the reason why he said that was because the discussion was, do you think you can keep an Oscar in a 75-gallon aquarium? And I've never agreed with it. And this was a video from the Cichlid Charmer, and the Cichlid Charmer agreed with my statement. I said to that guy who put that in there, the reason why I said you can't, and I analyzed that with a human, I said, how would you like to live in your bathroom the rest of your life? Sure, you can raise an Oscar up in a 75-gallon aquarium. And when he's even full grown, he can certainly live in a 75-gallon aquarium. But in my opinion, a 125 isn't big enough. I've got two of them in a 125 right here. And if they decide to jet off, sometimes that's not big enough. His reply to that was, well, in my experience, if a fish jets off like that, it's usually due to water quality or something. My water quality is fine. That's not the problem. Fish just sometimes jet off. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He also said he went to school for ichthyology. If I said that right, if I butchered it, I apologize. And he went to college for that and been keeping fish since the 80s. Among all, I don't care what degree you have, common sense reigns supreme. Fish have emotion. They wouldn't get excited at the glass when you come in to feed them. They wouldn't spook and run away when you move too fast or bump the aquarium. They wouldn't sulk at the bottom of the aquarium when they didn't feel good. So what's your thoughts? Do you guys feel that fish have emotions? Do they feel these things? Need your thoughts. Sue says, I know that when I lost my common plecos, the other one really showed he missed it. And I have seen that too. I had two long-fin Serpe tetras. They were buddies. One died. He sat depressed at the bottom of the aquarium until I moved him into 29 with other fish. And that's when he perked up. And he started swimming again and he was happy. And there's other fish that have that signs, Cory cats. There's all kinds of fish they recommend you to keep in groups just for that reason, so they don't get depressed. Hey, Whip, appreciate you coming in. Good to see you, buddy. And guess what? Depression and being sad, that is an emotion. I think Jeff Kane, they were talking about your live stream SOB or something coming up. And I didn't get to finish your message to me, Jose. I was just about to start the live stream. Jose says of course, they jet off. Try discus. I agree. They have emotion. You can't measure it. Right. You just can't measure it. But using common sense and coming up to your aquariums, you see how they react. They have emotion. If they didn't have emotion, like that fellow was saying, and I'll bring this up again. Humanizing a fish is a bad analogy. Fish don't get happy or sad. They know if they're hungry or if they're in pain or if they want to reproduce. They don't have that part of the brain to feel. Well, they do have that part of the brain to feel. That's weird. Hold on. Unless it's UPS. Somebody's at my front door. Camera. Oh, right. Groceries delivered. So I at the end, we just agreed to disagree. We went back and forth for a couple of days, and I just agreed to disagree with him. He's being a hardhead. I don't know about anybody else. Fish have emotion. They feel emotion. Then they display it. If they didn't have emotions, they'd be literal robots in your aquarium like this that you could stick your finger in and touch them, and then they might move or they might not. Because picture yourself. Let's say you didn't have emotion and you were going through life. and you had no fear and you had no sad or happiness or excitement. You would literally have a straight face walking in a straight line doing nothing all the time. Everybody coming in and saying hello. Good to see you, Jeff Kane. And there, that Nightboat put that link out. If you guys aren't already, hit that link and sub if you don't mind. That's the Aquatic News Network, where Jim, myself, and Tommy of Silver Creek Aquatics, we're all collabing on that channel over there and putting together some funny but educational content in a news format. I think you'll like this stuff we're putting out, and it's only going to get better as we go. Jose says, remove the discus parents from the babies. Mom's looks like she is out of her mind at first. Right. That's emotion. Like, where'd they go? Where'd they go? I've seen that with my angelfish. And now I've done a lot of research on this. I've done a video on it in the past. It was called Do Fish Feel Pain? Because pain is an emotion, where they had ran an experiment, and they tried different things to see how the fish would react. Appreciate you, Jeff. One of the things that they did is they took like a taser and they lightly shocked the fish, and when it felt it, it jetted away. Now, fish do perceive and process pain differently than humans. There is really no concrete evidence that they can actually feel pain in current studies. They do believe they feel something, but they process it differently, and we don't know if it's actually pain they're feeling or what. However, what they found interesting about this subject is that fish would not return back to where it got shocked. It was avoiding it at all cost. And that right there is an emotion. They learned it's fear. I can't go over there because some crap just went down. That's fear in itself right there. These are studies that were done by a professor from Cambridge. Bob Bravo says, I have pet beetles that seem more like robots. I don't know too much about the insect end of things. Appreciate you, Jeff. Whip says, Oscars definitely have emotions. The rest of my fish, even other cichlids, don't really show much range of other than fear. Yeah, and that's one thing he said during this debate was Oscars seem like they're showing emotion because they got puppy dogs and they got the big eyes and act like your puppy dogs, but it's not a visual thing. You can clearly tell. You say, like Whip, you say your other fish don't really show much emotion other than fear. But when you walk up to the glass to feed them, do they get excited and come up and do the dance? That's an emotion. That's excitement. When they're sick, do they not sulk at the bottom of the substrate? Or not feeling well? Just when fish chase each other, that in itself is an emotion. Get over here, whether it's playing or it's anger. Either way, it's emotion, emotion, emotion. And for somebody to say fish don't have emotion, it just baffles my freaking mind. It would literally be like, if a fish didn't have emotion, it'd be literally like taking a paper towel, drop it in your water, and it'd just be sitting there going like a. Either he didn't retain much from his college degree, or they didn't teach very well. I mean, I was able to figure this stuff over. I mean, this is something I've researched over the last couple of years on and off. And recently, obviously, I did it some more. And it just takes a little bit of research. Make sure you get it from different resources, which I do. And all of them stated that fish do feel all ranges of emotion. And although they don't have the part of the brain that we have, what's called like the was it oh god, why is the name has escaped me right now, the neocortex or whatever, they have structures in their brains that are very similar to mammalian brains that are directly related to emotions. Play, anger, make babies. Exactly. Hey, Garcia, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. So that's the topic of this stream. Do fish feel emotions? I need all your thoughts. All your thoughts on that. Now, if you feel otherwise, by all means, tell me you don't think they do. I'm not going to get mad at you. I'm just looking for input. We got more people in here. Let me show you my Christmas gift from my mom. One of them. I like that shirt. Jose says, just because we can't measure does not mean it's not there. That is the problem with some people. They are not researchers. A college degree does not make you an expert or an authority. Exactly. Exactly right, Jose. Hey, Mad Mux, good to see you, buddy. Need a little more to make absolute statements. Yeah, it takes a lot of research. And researching from more than one resource. You need to really sit down, gather everything you can do, and then make an educated decision on that. If you Google a question and you go by the first thing that comes up, that's shame on you. You need to sit down and really get a lot of different resources and put it all together. There's I think his name was Dr. Or Professor Boone or something like that. He's a professor from Cambridge, and he did a wonderful article about this. It is, Cecil. This is one of my birthday gifts. My birthday's tomorrow, but it arrived today. Or this arrived yesterday. It is one of 3 she sent me. The other ones is a tree with a face decor I put in one of my aquariums, and the other one I did a short out. You can kind of see it behind me in the 125 goldfish tank there. It's my sign, Salient Aquatics, in the aquarium. Which says, no, not really. Not in the non-Oscars. They react when the food hits the water. Even my arowana and jaguar don't really engage with me. See, without food stimulus. Okay, see, all my fish interact with me. Anytime I walk by any tank, every one of these fish that I have in here come to the glass and come see me. Oscars, Dempsey. Now the pleco don't. The plecos don't, but the goldfish. The Mabunas are nuts. I've got videos. You can see that. It's crazy. All my fish engage with me. I can stick my hand in that 125 community tank over there with my blood parrots in, and my blood parrots will go after my hand every time. Bump into me. Text drive one. We'll stop. Okay, yeah. Don't do that, Jose. You're cool, man. You don't need to do all that. Better to be safe. I'm not that important. Which World says the Oscar will greet me and pout if I change things with it. Yeah, mine pout too. Isn't that funny, Whip? I think it's funny. If I do a water change, they don't like it. They said they pout about it, or if I move stuff. But right there is an emotion. Pouting is an emotion. Happy 29th birthday. Thanks, sweet Polly. 43. I'll be 43 tomorrow. Oh, very neat, Whip. Yeah, March 5th over here for me too. 1982. Working and lurking. No, I may have messed up. It was birthday present. If I said Christmas, I meant birthday. That's my fault. Happy 17th, Jesse. Stop again waiting for sun. Agreed, Jose. Some college grads have common sense, educated, right? And I've seen you in Skeptical Aquatics live streams, Jeff. And at first, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but I like what he does. He brings to light a lot of stuff and really makes you think, does a lot of research before he does it. Today was about the Aquarium Co-op magic food, which I'm not a fan of, but I know that you've been over there and some of the other ones. I probably did, Cecil, and if I did, I meant to say birthday. I apologize. Hey, P-Tag, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. P-Tag in the house. I gotta stop saying that. Everybody does that. I gotta quit doing that. I try to be different. Nightbot going to work. Hey, there's the channel right there. Good to see you, buddy. I inputted the channel link to the Aquatic News Network and the Nightbot. As you can see, it came up right below you there. That was perfect timing. So now people can click it and go over and sub to help us out. We're trying to grow that channel over there. It's going to be cool. And Jeff Kane was already going to work on those. Worse. And this Friday at 7 p.m., I'm going to be on live with Mad Mex here. You don't want to miss that. And then he's also doing Tommy. And I believe he will also be doing Jim over at Happy Place Aquatics. Which is for sure. If the Oscar has them, I would imagine the others do too. I don't see it with them. Okay. Well, that's what I like to see. And that's the point of the stream. I really want to get you guys' thoughts on fish having emotion. Jeff says, I've been trying to keep him from crossing the line. It's easy to do and hard to come back from, but I can relate and empathize with his position. Yeah. I mean, he's throwing a lot of people under the bus right now. But hey, I think he did KG, Aquarium Co-op, Roots and Whiskers, and which is Primetime's wife's channel, and a Father Fish. He's really going after them. And that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. It's working for him. It attracted MD Fish Tanks, a big channel. He's been in his live streams a lot. Whether he's doing it for views or to help people out, I don't know. But he is stepping on some toes. But right now, it's not big enough for the bigger channels to worry about. They don't even reply to him as far as I know. Jesse, too, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. BBQ. Who's under the box? Somebody there. Do I have a box in here? Somebody's under a box. I said under the bus. Yeah. Skeptical Aquatics. Look him up. Me and him was going back and forth. Well, that's how I met him. We were going back and forth on the one he was doing about Father Fish. He's knowledgeable. He does his research. He's done his homework. And when he comments back, it comes at you like a freight train. He's got a 7-page comment you got to read. Yes, sir. This is Restream. It's very similar to StreamYard. If you can run StreamYard, you can run Restream. And I like it a lot. You get all the features, the ticker. The free version on this lets you stream to 2 platforms. Whereas StreamYard, you have to pay $50 to get all the features and be able to stream to another platform. I don't do StreamYard anymore. They're ridiculous on price. I can't have it. However, Restream is just as good in my opinion. And it has a lot of different features that StreamYard does not. Like this cool background kicking. StreamYard has that standard wave one, but I got different ones I can pick from. Yep, the StreamYard, I can you hit design and then you go down and you hit background. I can pick different ones. These are the movable ones. They have still ones too. Does the moving ones bother anybody? Yep. And remember, be clam, my friends. I also have the link to the Aquatic News Network on my channel and my links as well. I did take off TikTok and Instagram because since I lost my iPad because the screen exploded, I can no longer access Instagram and TikTok unless I do it on my PC. With TikTok, that sucks. You can only do live streams on a PC through TikTok. It's more mobile based. So, and I haven't been doing a lot of content over there. I'm mainly YouTube now at this point, and I really don't put it out anywhere else. And Rumble at times. We are streaming right now to YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble all at the same time. Let's see. Which one did you get, P-Tag? I got a new webcam today, and I was waiting to get a new one to start the Restream account. Which one did you get? Did you get the by the way, if you guys like this video, it looks fantastic. The Elgato Facecam 2 is amazing. It does 60 FPS. A lot of these other cameras only do 30. So it's quicker. You get less delay. And as you can see, the video is amazing. Oh, let's see here. Jeff says, I'm playing with Streamlabs. My laptop is very limited and old. I got you. I played with Streamlabs. I don't like Streamlabs. I wasn't a fan of it. I played with that a couple years ago, and I really didn't like it. But I did find Restream on the, I believe it was Swiffle who introduced me to it. Just one more Jesse. We always do. He's Jesse 2 and I'm Jesse 1, but that works. Jody P says, if I wanted to stream on something other than my phone, what basic equipment would I need? Nothing, Jody P. You don't have to buy anything. Over the last couple of years, I collected a $1,000 gaming PC. I got a secondary monitor. I got a nice webcam and this mic, and I also have a headset that I can use for doing tank maintenance streams, or if somebody's out, I can put these on to listen from. I also got a little sound bar down here if I want to do that. You don't need to do all that. I do recommend a mic. If you're going to get a mic, I recommend the Rode Mic Go, the Rode Go mic, video mic, or something like that's called. Fantastic microphone. Sounds great. It doesn't break the bank. There's nothing worse when people do videos and you can't hear them. You can do your streaming of videos from your phone without anything. But the better the quality, the better the video, I think, the better and more people stick around. There's nothing I hate worse when people are making a video and they walk away and you can't hear them. So you have two options. If you plan on talking head, which is what this is called, where you're going to sit here and just talk the whole time, cool. But my suggestion to you is if you're going to plan on walking around on your streams, get one of them lavalier mics that clip onto your shirt. If you do that in the first place, it's the best of both worlds. You can sit and talk with it, and it allows you to walk around freely. I can do the same thing using these because it comes with a microphone here you plug into it. So if I'm ever doing a maintenance stream, I can pop them bad boys on, pop this on, and walk around. I've already done it, and you can still hear me good no matter where I go. So it just depends on what kind of streaming you plan on doing. Depends on what you want to get. You have to think about that first. Jose says, can't dispute the science when the stuff is there and the info skeptical says is public info. Is there to be found if anyone does not believe what he says? Right, exactly. Just as Swiffle, I believe, are all playing Restream. Oh, they doing Restream too? I know Swiffle does. I didn't know about, I think, Johnny No Shoes. Jose says it's hard to argue against it when the hard facts are there. If you don't want to see it, take the horse blinders off, not to offend anyone. No, exactly. Yep. And that's what I like about Skeptical. He does a lot of research, and anything that I have ever talked about on my videos dating back 2 years ago, I've done my research thoroughly from multiple resources. And if I have the experience in it and something, I add that in too, but I don't always have the experience with everything. Right. So that's why we research. Jeff says my lavalier mic sounds better clipped to my beard. that would work. That'd be handy. What kind of mic do you use, Jeff? Rode makes a nice lavalier. I can never say it. Lavalier mic. Don't get the cheap one from Walmart, Jody P. Those Bauer clip-on mics. Bauer anything is kind of shitty. I actually liked their mic that I got, the regular mic that goes to a phone. It's good for about so many months, and then you start hearing popping and crackling as you're talking. Pete Tech says, Jesse, a friend offered me to borrow his while he's on vacation. It's a Logitech 4K Pro from Best Buy. I want to compare that with the Elgato. The Logitech 4K Pro is a nice camera. I looked into that. I didn't buy one. But I did a lot of research, as I said, when I was looking into it, and the Elgato Facecam seemed to be the preferred one. So I went with it. But Logitech makes some nice cameras. Now you have to also remember, and the same goes with this thing I have. If you're going to stream in 1080p at the most, what do you need a 4K camera for? Are you paying extra to have a 4K camera that you're never going to use? Food for thought. Because also, when you record in 4K, you're going to need a lot more memory to store it. Memory is going to run out real fast. Lavalier keeps your hands free and you can be mobile. Exactly, barbecue. That's nice. I didn't do the lavalier mic. I do the headset for that. And this is a nice headset. This is the Corsair Virtuoso headset. He's got the Holland Lark C1 lavalier. I never heard of that one, but it works. I know when I'm watching you on the streams, you're always standing up. You don't sit much. I can tell you don't sit much. You like to stand up the whole time. So you're always away. So walking around doing things. So yeah, like I said, Jody, depending on what you want to do, if you're going to sit down and you're going to sit at a computer like I do most of the time, then get yourself a nice one of these. I had nothing but trouble with the Yeti mic. I took it back and bought this one when I took that money back. This is the Razer Siren Chroma, which I like a lot. It sounds really good. And I got the Rode boom arm to hold it. Mics always sound better when you can keep them up off something. It comes with a stand, but they recommend if you can, get the boom arm and keep it off the table there. P-Tag wants to be mobile. It never hurts to get a lavalier mic because you just get one mic and it does both things. I can do that with this, but I spent some of my YouTube earnings that I'm supposed to be fixing my 300 gallon with some of my streaming setup here. But we're still got that 300 to go. I can't work on it like I've talked about in the past yet until it warms up outside. Actually, I found a company near me called Apex Aquatics or Aquariums. They haven't got back to me yet, but I didn't realize that they live close to me, and that's what they do. They do aquarium maintenance. They fix aquariums and other services. So I'm waiting to see, just to get an idea, get an estimate, see what they could fix it for, because it's a big aquarium. They can come over here with 2 or 3 guys and probably pound it out much faster than I could do it. Plus, been doing it for a living, and they're going to be better at it than me. So something I'm looking into. Branton, good to see you, buddy. He's been lurking and doing some fish tank things. I'm doing good. How are you, friend? Flatbed, good to see you, buddy. I just have a Blue Parrot 350 headset. Works good for me. Oh, wait. That's what I use every day. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to spend a crap ton of money on this stuff. I mean, let's be honest. With some things, the more money you pay, you get what you pay for. That is the case with certain things. These products are not the cheapest, but they're certainly not the most expensive, and they work fine. Butt sitting Logitech Yeti worked for me. Yeah, that dang Logitech Yeti. You guys remember when I got it? We were sitting, and I was trying it out, and it would sound crappy. And no matter what I do, I couldn't get it to work. Maybe it was just a lemon. I don't know. You need a better headset. I like my headsets. They keep you mobile too if you want to do it. Try this one out, Jeff. It's super comfortable. It doesn't squeeze your head. It's called the Corsair Virtuoso. It's really comfortable. And if you're not worried about music, it doesn't have a lot of bass. If you're using it just to stream, you'll like it. Doesn't squeeze your head. And for long streams, it does. It's a gaming headset is what it is, but for long streams, it's nice because it doesn't squeeze your head real hard. And it's actually got, I believe, what I think they said there's memory foam in them. Bare bottom brand. Flatbed said, just had my headset for about 3 years. I've been under the hood of my truck with no one knew I was close. Cheryl says, I'm still listening, drive back, picking up my fish. Uh-oh, picking up some new fish. What'd you get, Cheryl? Mad Max says, that's the reason I got rid of my 300 gallon. I couldn't get people to help me move it as I needed to repair it. Yeah, I can do it. I got some friends I can bring over to do it. I want to buy those suction cups so I can, because it's a big piece of glass. and I want to be able to pick the glass up easier. So I need to buy a couple pair of those suction cups. I've already got the silicone. I just have to buy the glass. And I found it's an 8-foot long, ½ inch thick, 31¼ inches high piece of glass. It's heavy. And the cheapest I could find was $610. Not bad. So I got the tank for $800. Yes, I got to put a $600, $700 some dollars into it, but for a 300-gallon, I'm still coming ahead. I've been lurking. Just did a clean out of snails in my Angel tanks. My Faka Puffer is in heaven. Yeah, I wish I had one of them, man, because I got all kinds of snails, but I don't fuss about the snails anymore. Let me tell you something. If you've got an overpopulation of snails, some people call them pest snails. I don't really like calling them pest snails because I like them. They're cool. They're interesting to watch. But you have never had a cleaner tank if you've got an overpopulation of pest snails in your aquarium. They're insane. They clean everything. Operator error. What's that about? Oh. Need to be mobile for the phone. Okay. Yeah, that would be a burden. I hope the 220 works out. Yeah, I'm jealous. Send me that 220 P tag. I'll take it. Uncle Smiley's still in the house. Jeff says the suction cups are 100% worth it. For it made it so my wife and I could randomly move. Yeah, I've moved 125s around enough without them. I've gotten a pretty good process for doing it. You guys can actually see that video on my channel where I was moving the fish room from my living room to my garage, and I did it as easy as possible. All I did is bought those dollies that were good for 1,000 pounds a piece. And I jacked up each side of the aquarium, put a dolly on it, under it, had a ramp coming out here to the garage, and rolled the stand in the aquarium right out here. Didn't have to. I just drained the water down as far as I could go, left the fish in it, rolled them out. Hey, Swift, good to see you, buddy. I was just telling these guys how you were the one to get me on to Restream. Vanoski, good to see you. Flatbed says, I have an issue with snails in my angel breeding tank. They eat the eggs. Oh, I got you. Oh, you got reminds me. I think I talked about it already, but I put a short out where my angel fish that I was raising that you helped me raise, Swiffle. They had babies, but they're all gone now. Something. I think the other ones ate it, or the parents ate them themselves. Cheryl says, Panatelenus cories, green neon tetras, and red muzzle tetras. Oh, that sounds cool. I'd like to get some of them green neons. Green is my favorite color. P-Tag says, Jesse, is your 300? Oh, hell no. It's ½ inch thick, P-Tag. 1/4 inch, that big. When you get into that big of aquarium, 1/4 inch ain't enough. It's ½ inch thick. We are at the bottom of the chat. P-Tag, let me show you my shirt my mom sent me from a birthday. And I said birthday this time, Cecil. I like it. I was thinking about wearing this shirt when I'm on Mad Max's live stream Friday, 7 p.m. I want to be dressed up for it, you know? What do you think? Should I wear this shirt on Mad Max's live stream? TP says my 230 is ½ inch thick. Yeah. They wouldn't make an 8-foot or even they don't even an 125 gallon aquariums thicker than 1/4 inch. You like it, P-Tag? Cool. Nothing like duckweed and pastels. Yeah, you bet, man. Yeah, I've talked about that before when Father Fish sent me plants when I was setting up that dirty tank. He invaded me with duckweed. I'm not complaining because I like it. I actually like the duckweed. It's cool. but you ain't getting rid of it once you have it. It is a virus. What's this? Wife in the hospital not doing good. That's terrible to hear. What's going on, man? You want to share it? You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope everything works out for you there. I thought you were going to Moon Cecil. Is my underwear video putting out bad perceptions of myself? Gotta get the kid ready for bed tonight. All right, buddy. Appreciate you coming in, Pete Tag. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, we're sorry. Sorry to hear that, man. That's not good. Not good at all. I want to get you guys' thoughts on something else. I'm going to show it to you. No, it's not going to be my underwear. Let me show you. Like, I need a smaller office chair because being right here, I'm up against this tank. Have to move to the side a little bit. Oh, okay. Mel's back. We can continue. Okay, very cool. So, hey, Monster, good to see you. All right. Cirrhosis of the liver. Oh, okay. I got you. On that. So, what are they going to do, Swift? How are they going to? What do they do when she goes in the hospital for that? I've talked to Aquarium Co-op about this. I asked him on one of his live streams, and I was very surprised to get an answer because he has so many people in there. But I asked him, what do you think of the different liquid fertilizers? What do you think about Seachem's Flourish line versus API's Leaf Zone? And he actually said he preferred API Leaf Zone over Seachem Flourish line because it's more concentrated. Have you guys used this? I've used it in the past. Look at this chair. I hate this chair. I hate this frickin' chair. Birds flying around. But I got a bottle and I'm dosing it again to see what happens because I haven't been putting any Thrive in my tanks lately because I'm out of it. Blood transfusion. Okay. Wish you the best, sir. Keep us posted on that, my friend. Bob says, I'm waiting for Blood Parrot focused video. A Blood Parrot focused video from you. Oh, I can do that, man. I love my Blood Parrots. I know you do because you're Avatar. I got shorts out there of them playing around. If you scroll through my channel, you can see them attacking my Python Gravelvac, attacking my hand. Oh, they're a blast. I love their attitudes. And what a beautiful fish. I still say that contest I was in with Jim Newburn, I can't remember who all was in it. I still say that was rigged because mine were way better looking than theirs. I do need a booster seat. This chair won't stay up. Mel says Leaf Zone is good if all you need is some iron and potassium. Yeah. I don't know what I need. I'm not a plant expert. I just forever I didn't even worry about dosing anything. I just let nature take the course. But I noticed when so I said, okay, I did the Seachem Flourish line again, Flourish line, but I hated that you had to have 16 bottles. And so then I went to Aquarium Co-op's Easy Green. Really didn't see anything special. I think I got a little bit of a boost. Then I went to Thrive on Keith's recommendation because he said it's the same thing. It's just more concentrated. And I did see a better boost, but I stopped using it and I haven't used anything for a while. So that's when I bought this to try it to see if I see a difference because everybody's aquariums are different, right? So we'll see what happens. Bob Roberts says, I like Seachem when I want to dose something specific. Yeah, but that's the thing about the Seachem Flourish line. They do that many bottles, so it's very customizable for you. It's the minimal amounts of ingredients they put in each bottle across all of them, so you can make it customizable to your needs as every tank is different. Every plant is different. Every setup, every water is different, right? I'm too impatient for that. I need the all-in-ones. Bump, 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 bump. I'm done. Yeah, I'm doing a live with Mad Mex this Friday, 7 p.m. It'll be the first time going up with him. Been watching Mad Max now for 2.5 years and never been up on his live stream. So I'm excited about it. I was glad he offered it. So looking forward to that. I really am. Yes, Bob and I bought their potassium before Co-op came out with Easy Potassium. Okay. Oh, you're talking to Bob. Okay. I think MD Tanks pushes AP lead. Does he? I don't watch him. I don't know. Sorry about the commercial, Swipple. Also, Jesse, all-in-one is better than Leaf Zone. It covers everything. Yeah, and from what I understand, they put the max amount of macros and micros they can in those as well. I gotta get the timing down on this Nightbot. It's supposed to be separated. Leaf Zone works for MD because he packs the substrate with suit. Yeah, see, I don't do any of that. Honestly, if I was going to set up a beautiful planted aquarium at this point, after having some experience setting up some father fish aquariums with the organic dirt and the sand caps, that's the only way I'll do it. Everyone's complaining about that. I don't understand why. Because when I had them tanks, they were a massive success. The plants were growing so lush and green and blue, beautiful. They were coming out at the top. I never had to do freaking water changes. The nitrates were like 5 ppm, months and months, never changing from that. And I never had algae because the plants were out competing the algae for nutrients. It was just a beautiful setup. So if I didn't have fish and I could do it over, if I didn't have fish that interacted with the substrate so much, because I keep a lot of cichlids. If I could do it over again, every one of my aquariums would be dirted with sand caps because it's just so much easier and beautiful and you don't have to buy any fertilizers. The only other better thing you could do is I could get into CO2. Stephen P, Jenna, they have beautiful, beautiful aquariums. So it's like CO2 is like steroids for plants, way better than a fertilizer. Anything you can get, it's massively beautiful. But I don't want the extra cost. Yes, you do owe me some FaceTime, Jody P. We're going to set that up. Bob Rovo says uses mostly dry ferts mixed with water now. Okay. Dry fertilizers. Yeah, I wish you wouldn't say it like that either, Jeff. Kind of gets me. Jesse, you need Easy Green or Thrive, and root tabs are a good measure to be on the safe side, in my opinion. Good Lord. Well, I've done Easy Green. I've done Thrive. Thrive I do like better than Easy Green. I've tried root tabs in years in the past. I don't understand the root tabs because when I was doing it, I put them down in there, and the next time I did a water change with the Python, and I was sucking it all out. Jody P says, just if you stream earlier, I'd come up with 2. Actually, I could probably swing at 9:30 p.m. Nice. Jody P is amazing. She does a lot of support for everybody. You came up fast in the community and you came fast in the hobby, Jody P, and you're doing it well. Appreciate you being here. It's been great to know you for sure. I brought my water with me because my mouth gets dry as I talk too much. When I got that 300-gallon aquarium, it came with an FX6. It was never right the day I set it up. It always sounded like it was sucking air and went bang, bang, bang. No matter what I did, it wouldn't work. Well, lately, I was like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. When I had shut the 300-gallon back down after finding the crack, I took that FX6, put it in line on the Oscar tank back here with the other one, and ran it to keep it seated. So when the 300 gallons fixed, I could put it on there and it's established filter. The dang thing wouldn't turn back on. I cleaned it. I checked the impeller. Everything's fine. I think the motor went to crap, but I'm not buying a motor for an FX6 because you can't get it any cheaper than $150, and I don't think so. I don't need it right now, so I'm just going to cannibalize that filter. I'm going to use the Aquastop valves on it, the impeller, the shaft, the hoses, whatever I might need. Hell, the clips. So I got spare parts now for an FX6. Don't gravel your back, your pant, Bruce. Yeah, that was your talk. You're going back in 2016. So it was a long time ago. I've learned my lesson since then, but I've never used root tab since then either. Thrive is I don't Keith was saying it's cheaper on his site, but I didn't see where I agreed with that. But so basically, Thrive is Easy Grain. Easy Green is Thrive. Corey just changed the recipe a little bit and put his label on it. Thrive is the original maker of that all-in-one fertilizer. But Thrive is a little bit more concentrated than Easy Grain. Same thing. And I don't know what Corey's asking for it. Jeff says, possible one of my middays on Sunday. It's been a while since I did an early stream. Mel says, Swift, I'm not sure last I bought a ton of each, so I don't know the current prices. Same. She says, Jesse, do not vacuum substrate. I never vacuum, and you have seen my plants. Yeah, and again, Cecil, that was years ago. I don't anymore. I do my gravel, my Petco tank that I have my angels in. I do use my Python and get all that junk out of that gravel. But there's like one jungle vow in there. That tank's just a grow out / vacation tank. But all my aquariums now, once a month maintenance. I don't even suck out much poop unless it's ridiculous or I'm eating food. Then I'll do it. But I'll just pop the tube off and use the hose to suck it out. And then it's just water changes from there. But yep. And I never have a problem. Now, however, with my 75-gallon overstocked Mabuna tank, I do have to start doing water changes more often now. I used to be getting by with it once a month, but now the water's starting to turn yellow because they keep pounding babies out and I'm getting too many fish in there. So I absolutely have to change the water. Well, I saw my phone now, but I think I did it on the 14th, Valentine's Day of February, and I just did it again last weekend. So I have to keep up on that tank a little bit more now. Yeah, that's the way Keith explained it to me. I learned that from him. Thrive and Easy Grain is the same product. Thrive is the original maker. Corey just took it, changed the recipe, and slapped his label on it. And Thrive is to be more concentrated. Easy Green is not as hot as Thrive, not ammonia based, so idiot proof more, I guess. Right. That's what he changed. Okay. I also stopped using root tabs for the same reason. Okay. Jody P and Jeff are collaborating. That's cool. Yes, for Jody. Well, I certainly appreciated you guys talking with me about the fish of emotions. Seems like we all agree that fish do have emotions. And that fellow was just wrong. Mel says I run sand cap over aqua soil, and I still use occasional root tabs here. Aqua soil. You buy that from the store. Mel, why don't you try the organic dirt from Lowe's? I have a whole bag of it. It works great. I absolutely loved it, and it's a lot cheaper than buying that crap at the stores. And you get bigger bags of it, and it goes longer. I set 3 tanks up that way, and they're fantastic. Sweet Polly says, what percentage of water change do you? Oh, they're big. They're big, Sweet Polly. 70, as far down as I can go to where the fish aren't flapping around. Once a month, I suck it all the way down. I'm not sure. We can look it up. No, there's different versions of it. So as you can see here, no, this is shopping. This is Walmart, eBay, Modern Aquarium, Walmart. Here's Amazon. Well, these are all Thrives. You got to get the right one. You don't want to get the one I think that's Thrive S is made for shrimp. I believe the one I was getting was, and I always get the 500 milliliter bottles. The more you can buy, the better. Buying in bulk is always better. But that right there is $15.99 for a 500 milliliter bottle. And you guys can see that, right? You can see them prices from many different areas. I was just getting mine off Amazon. Mel does 50% weekly and redose all in one aquatics, all plants. Okay. Mel says, yes, fish have feelings and emotions for sure. I must have missed that part. How could you miss that, Mel? That was what this whole stream was about, the topic. I was in an argument with a guy from a video that Cichlid Charmer put out. He was trying to tell me that fish don't have emotions. They don't have the part of the brain. But I've done a lot of research on this subject, and I have a video on it. So like a year or two old. And now they're not 100% sure if fish can feel pain. If they do, they process it a lot different. However, they do have all ranges of emotions. Hey, Tommy, good to see you, buddy. Mel says, if I buy Thrive, I buy from Keith to support him. Thrive C is low tech and Thrive Plus is for the high tech. Okay. Mel's a book of knowledge here. I really need to be better about fertilizing. Yeah, I mean, I love them, these pump bottles. So one pump, 10 gallons of water, you're done. Super easy. Now, I did the same thing. I'll share another little thing with you guys. What was in the game? He was throwing people under the bus. Skeptical Aquatics. He wasn't really throwing them under the bus, but he was definitely stepping on their toes. Busy with yard stuff. Okay, buddy. So I don't really dose liquid fertilizers too much anymore. Like I said, I did pick this up just to see if it helped. You can get it at the store. Thrive is my favorite. I'm going to use a liquid fertilizer. Now, what I do buy that I have to keep buying is Boyd Vitachem. I swear by Boyd Vitachem. I like it a lot. It's a multivitamin for fish. And guess what? It also provides vitamins for your plants. It does both. When you get it, it comes with one of them bottles. You have to pop the top and put so many drops per gallons of water. Well, I've done the work for you. I took the pump off of the Thrive liquid fertilizer bottles and I put it on my Vitachem bottle. So instead of me having to go around with my little tablespoon and do each drop per water, I measured it out with this pump. So I know exactly how many pumps I need per gallon of water in the aquarium. So now what I also like about putting the pump on the Vitachem is it really spreads those granules out in the water to all the fish. Instead of using the dropper and a tablespoon where it just goes in a little cloud and slowly drops, this here spreads it out much better when you put the pump on. And I absolutely love Vitachem. It's great for the fish health. It's great for your plant health. And this is all I use at this point. It's good stuff. Now you can administer this right in the water, or you can soak your food in it and then feed your fish. Obviously going to get into them faster. But I never understood the point of that myself, because when you squirt this in the water, the fish go up to it and you can watch them eating the granules. At the same time they're eating the granules, they're soaking it up. So they're getting it anyway. Why go to the extra work? I go around and put this in every one of my aquariums, and I am done in less than 3 minutes with the pump bottle on it. Sorry about that. Yeah, you seen that pump bottle for ferts? Yep. I did that on Prime too. And my little bottles of Prime and Stability. Works out well. Appreciate you catching that video, Bob. Says, I use Vitachem occasionally in food. I haven't dosed the tank yet. How do you dose it? I talked about that, so you just heard that, Mel. I only have the small Vitachem bottles. I get the big ones. I buy big. If I'm going to buy something, I'm going to get the 500 mils bottles. This one's the 16 fluid ouncer, and you can just take the pump off one of your empty Thrive bottles or Easy Green bottles and put it on here. And one pump. I have it written down somewhere. So the directions will tell you 1 teaspoon equals 50 drops. Stop. Then it tells you to add 1 drop per gallon once a week and several drops in food once daily. Shake it well, add 1 drop per gallon. So what I did when I wanted to make sure I was accurately pumping this right, I measured those droplets with the teaspoon out for what I would need for each aquarium. And that's like, I don't know why it's escaped me now. I do this every week, but it's just so many pumps in each tank. You can figure it out. If you want to add the pump, it makes it a lot easier. But you can, if you want to make sure you save it so you don't have to buy it more often, is to do it by the recommended way, with just dropping it in a teaspoon to measure. Jose says, Nat, if don't agree with fish emotions, then F you. You got it. I put a short out on that. I already did a short on that, Jose. Yes, sir. I already did a short on that. You're behind, sir. Jose, I got to watch your UV sterilization video. It keeps coming up on my feed, but I'm usually at work and I don't have time to sit down and watch it. Yeah, that's what I can't remember, Mel. What do I do? I can't remember what I'm doing. Let's measure it out real quick. We'll do it right here with this aquarium. This aquarium right here is a 60-gallon tall or a 65 tall. I'll just dose for 50 gallons because when you're dosing anything, you have to keep in mind that you don't actually have, using that tank as an example, let's say it's 60 gallons. You don't have 60 gallons by the time you fill it up with sand and rocks and whatever you got in it. For my 55 gallons, I dose for 50 gallons. For my 125 gallons, I dose for 100 gallons. You get the idea. I hope I still have the top. Hold on. Let me get back to you on that, Mel, because you know what I did? I had it written on the old bottle. I wrote on the side of it in Sharpie the exact pumps I needed to do, and I accidentally threw it away and forgot about that. So I'm going to have to measure it out again. And I'll actually can make a video on it, and I'll put it out there and tag you in it. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's an ongoing thing. Sometimes they can, sometimes you guys can't, and I'm the same with you guys. Do you have cyano in your tanks? I used to have ultralife a few times to kill it. Yes, I used to have 2 in particular tanks that had cyanobacteria in. Was my 125-gallon Oscar tank and my 55-gallon Tiger Barb tank. The cyanobacteria, for some whatever reason, was bad, and I narrowed it down to the lighting. I had the lighting too bright. As soon as I did that, and I physically removed as much cyanobacteria as I could, I dosed erythromycin, and it went away. Because your ultralife is just what's in it is erythromycin. Erythromycin is a bacteria medicine, so that's how it kills it. Because cyanobacteria is not an algae; it is a bacteria, and erythromycin kills it. But you have to remove as much as you can physically, and then I hit it with erythromycin. I don't know how much the ultralife costs, but you can literally go to the store and just buy erythromycin from API. Fritz sells a specific product to kill cyanobacteria, and if you look, what's in it is erythromycin. Cyanic bacteria. Yeah, I fucked that up. Cyanobacteria is, some people call it blue-green algae. It's that really cool dark green, sometimes purple-looking crap that grows usually on the bottom of your substrate. And it's a bacteria that grows usually from having too much. And I've got a video on this cyano. Yeah. From too many nutrients. too much lighting. In my case, my lights were too bright and that was causing it. But cyanobacteria will grow in areas there's not a lot of flow. It doesn't like a lot of flow in your aquarium. So you're usually going to find it on rocks, down on your substrate. Mine usually grows right on my sand and substrate, and driftwood. You got it, yeah. And if left unchecked and it grows too much, it can actually be deadly to your fish. Literally suffocating. So when you're doing a water change, pop the tube and use your hose and just hover it. It comes right off really easy. Suck it right out of there. There's Atkins. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Mel says, I know Jody can't comment on his either, except one time I could. Yeah, it happens on and off. Swivel says, tank has flowed too much light outside. Probably, yeah. But there's always a spot in your tank that you're going to have a dead spot, and that cyanobacteria will show you where it is. But the erythromycin, I always keep API meds on hand, and the erythromycin killed it very fast. But it will come back. Even if there's a little bit left, it's eventually going to come back. Dan over at Everyday Fish Cake gave up trying to keep it out. It's a battle. I understand. But I have been on for an hour and 11 minutes. I have to get off. I got a bird to take care of. And I certainly appreciate you guys coming in and chatting with me. It's always fun. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure you catch me over there at Mad Mex's stream this Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget to sub to the Aquatic News Network channel. We got some cool stuff coming out over there. I got a lot of cool things coming down the line. I'm working on some things behind the scenes. I'm trying to make something really massive happen. We'll see if it does. It may or may not. But I'm working hard at it. So Branton and you guys, Cecil, and a few of you other guys that wanted to try some of the Northfin kelp wafers that you asked about, he did send a package out to me. They haven't arrived yet. When they come, we'll get them sent out to you. So thank you guys. You're the best. Appreciate you all. You guys are what makes this fun. Without you, we wouldn't be doing it. So talk to you later. Be safe. Have a good rest of your week. We'll see you out in the field.